What's going on, guys? My name is Boss. Welcome to another video. So today let's dive into a matchup between Warriors of the Chaos against Warhearts of the Shadow Grave. And surprisingly, my opponent didn't bring Morgul. That's weird. I mean, why don't you pick that when you're not really playing the faction leader? Anyways, let's dive into my opponent's army. Before I dive into the army composition, I would like to comment that I really like this setup. And I know my friend Shetland Apache, he actually really liked these picks. And yes, so my opponent got 4 picks. And these are Gorehurts. Yes, 4 Gorehurts. Gorehurts, I'm not sure whether you guys know or not. Gorehurts are killers. They absolutely melt no armor units, especially no armor infantry. And then at the front, 4 units of Spearmen with shields. Well, it turns out to be really effective this game. And then he also has 3 Chaos Bombs. Very interesting pick. Like, these guys are very good at killing infantry, and which in this case I brought a lot. And then the leadership in command is actually just a beast lord on a chariot with home of the first beast, apocalyptic vision, bloodlust, and immune to psychology. I think that's provided by the Primal Fury, right? Yes, alright. And a brave shaman of shadow with a jagged dagger. That's the increase to power reserves, improve power recharge rate. Pit of Shade, very good spell. Enfeebling Foe, very good spell as well. And he's also got a chariot. I believe there's something else. Yes, the Chaos Warhounds with poison. And that's it, that's the army. Now let's see my army. I actually got 4 Marauder Horsemasters, right? Just checking. Yes, 4 Marauder Horsemasters. I believe these guys are very solid, and the reason why I really like them is because that they actually have 50 armor, which is relatively okay, especially against other light armored skirmishers, like for example, Pistoliers. These guys are surprisingly good at killing Pistoliers and tanking those pistols as well, because pistols are not really AP. I'm not too sure why, but that would make Pistoliers too OP, I guess. And then Lord in command is a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Death on a Manticore with Arcane Conduit, Fatal Buna, Spirit Leech, Life Leeching. Front 9, I have 1 chosen, 2 chosen, 3 chosens at rank 1, and Mirror Guards. Very heavy duty, very durable, shielded version, heavy infantry. Back 9, I have 2 Chaos Marauders, cheap one, 375. I believe they only cost a little, but they can do a lot in terms of tanking, because they have 7k hit points. They can tank for quite a bit. So I actually got 3 of them at the flank, at the rear, and then in the center I have Chaos Warriors helps, 2 of them, and that's it. That's the army. Let's see how this is gonna play out. And this is also a very tiny little map, so obviously I don't really get a lot of space between the army, so I kinda need to just fall back a little bit while having all these guys. They almost charge in for some reason, but they did some impact damage and then took some damage in return. But I think I need to get onto those killer Gorehurts, or maybe Pigs, or maybe Chaos Spawns, because those are actually the damage dealers, and they are pretty good, like, especially the Pigs. Pigs does AP damage, and they have like a 46 charge bonus is actually a lot. And also these Spearsmen with shields actually did quite well as well. They actually hold hold their line against some Horsemasters. Because they're just basically screaming for those heavy duty units, and they're just basically screaming those for the Horsemasters from doing damage. And I believe I casted a Spirit Leech onto that Beast Shaman with Shadow and the Shadow Caster, and then I decided to just come back in and do more damage onto the front line, I suppose. Or yes, now I'm just targeting that Beast Shaman. And I believe that I shift my line a little bit because I saw those pigs and those Chaos Spawns. I don't really want that. Oh my gosh, those Chaos Warhounds actually came in hot. So that's not a good situation. I'm gonna lose a lot of models here, but yeah. But again, I shift my line to have my charge defense. Chaos helps to soak the initial impact damage to save my heavy duty Chosens and Mirror Guards from just die horribly. I think that's a good way. And right now the 9's about to fully engage. Pigs are coming in. Oh my gosh. Mercy. Actually it didn't do a whole lot. And there's a glorious Pit of Shade on one of my Chaos Marauders units. That's quite surprising actually. And more Chaos Bones and the pigs are coming in, and basically everything is about to just engage. And I believe I lost a Horse-Master already. And then my Lord is coming in to stop that Shaman, and basically the infantry is engaged all across the board, and Beastmen are doing a lot of damage very, very fast, I should say. These Chosens are doing relatively okay, but those Marauders are actually absolutely just gonna get raped by those killer Gorherds. And then on this side, those Chaos Marauders actually fighting 1, 2, 3, 4 units. They're not gonna be long from this world, especially when they got charged at the back by the Beast Lord. And those Chaos Warhounds are still just giving a chase to my Horsemasters. I should just counter charge into the Warhounds because I have decent amount melee stats. I think I can take on them. And then in the center, the pigs charged onto my Chaos Warriors helps actually got routed straight away, which is nice. And so far I'm still just holding firmly due to those heavy duty infantry. Yes, I'm still putting away. Right now, I finally decided to just charge back in onto those hounds. There you go. Yes, this is what you're gonna do. If you see Warhounds coming in like that. Oh, I think because I route them, so I just decided to push away because the spears are coming in very angry. And I need to kill those Chaos spawns as fast as possible. And I believe that Shaman actually came back. Yes, a little bit mistake. I should have just get the job done. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. And then Mirror Guards and Chaos Warriors helps are still just holding against. Let's slow this down a little bit. These guys are fighting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units, and including the Chariot Lord. Oh my gosh! But on this flank though, I think Chaos is winning, which is nice. And I still have Chaos Marauders and Chaos Warriors help unit to here to basically fend off those Ungo Spearman herds. And now it's the time to kill those Chaos Bones and the pigs. There you go. Another big Pit of Shade. This time it's on the Chosen. And a lot of models inside. It's gonna take a lot of damage, unfortunately. And there's nothing I can do about it. This is like a perfect Pit of Shade. Directly onto the Chosen, took out almost half health. And these guys are still just holding strong, which is super good. And right now, I think I resolved pretty much everything here. those chosen gonna kill gohers and pigs, I think. But I'm not sure whether these pigs coming in from the flank gonna just absolutely decimate the chosen. But I decided to help this flank here with the bulk of my army. Right now it's just slowly but surely grinding down those pigs, those chaos bounds, and also just keep Spirit onto that beast chariot lord, and yeah, that's basically the strategy. And that beastcaster once again charge back in. This is like I really need to make sure I kill stuff, because that beastcaster actually casted 2 of the pit of shade after initial snipe, so I should have just kill him off completely just denying that okay, those chosen actually got killed off, so that's a little bit unfortunate. So completely just deny the magic. Right now the beast chariot lord is about to die, and which is super good. And I believe I'm gonna win this pocket because those chaos warriors helps gonna do super good against the likes of chaos ones. Those pigs actually got stopped by the infantry and my manticore lord. They have barely no leadership, so they're gonna rout off quite fast, and that's it. At this moment my opponent actually decided to quit, and OTO, I think it's a very interesting battle. And I'm not sure whether this is the textbook way to deal with Beastman with Chaos, but so far Chaos heavy infantry have always brought home the victory, for me at least. But those pigs actually are very dangerous. As you can see, the 40 kills, 38 kills, and these are all on heavy infantry. So Beastman can actually dish out a lot of damage with chariot lords, chariot casters, and pigs, and also those killer gohers. If they got onto, like for example this unit here, if they got onto one of the Chaos Marauders unit, they're gonna just absolutely decimate them. Like you don't even want to know how fast they're gonna just wipe them out completely. And I also want to comment that the shielded version of the Spearsmen are very good, but I think maybe a Zygote would be really good. I'm not too sure, but I know the idea behind this list, and I think my opponent actually did execute very well. Like as you can see, he almost took out all my infantry, except pretty much 1 chosen and 1 Chaos warriors left, and all the rest of them were pretty damaged. And I do like the Marauder Horsemasters. As you can see, they have done a decent job. And yeah, it was very fun. I really enjoyed the battle. If you guys like my contents, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss another video. And for now, Warhammer Boss signing off.